Well, the harshest sentence could have been 150 years with no chance of parole. But of course, that was qualified as the longest sentence in Canadian history and also the harshest sentence in Canadian history. Basically, there is no capital punishment in Canada. So that could be, for some, that could be seen as a capital punishment if that were the sentence.
Have any of the victims' families and survivors responded to this sentence? And if so, are they satisfied?
Well, I would say it's too early to say so because the sentence was emitted a couple of minutes ago. But we can imagine that it must be a relief for some, at least the fact that this trial is behind them and that all this ordeal is somehow behind them so they can move on and mourn their own way.
Did the convicted killer, did he ever say why? Has there been a motive into why he killed these people?
Well, basically, there have been some investigations about his motives, and it was deliberately said that he did it because he had an anti-Muslim sentiment, an anti-immigrant sentiment, especially anti-refugee sentiment. He also stated on many occasions that he was fearing for his own life. He was also fearing for his family life, that the refugees would come over and take the province of Quebec, basically. So that was one of his statements. Also, he was. From numerous interviews, he was said that he lived with a mental illness, and other statements said that he had always been a very person who was victimized of basically bullying, etc., from a very young age. So a lot of who he is, a lot of details about who he is are surfacing. So, but definitely he did it because he had a anti-Muslim sentiment, and especially towards refugees, especially since last year, or rather 2 years ago, Trudeau government, stated that they're willing to accept more refugees from Syria. So that motivated him to pursue further.